Do you have trouble sleeping at night? We know that sleep has major contribution to our ability to think clearly or not. So I'm going to talk about my top tips to get a better night of sleep tonight. I'm Bree. I'm the registered nurse and certified health coach of hippydippymom.com. I am here to help you eliminate your brain fog so that you can have the energy and be the happy mama that you dream of while also raising healthy kids. So like I said, we know that sleep affects our ability to think clearly. When we don't get enough sleep, of course, we're tired and we just have that foggy feeling. So getting a good night of sleep is super important. So the first tip I have is to get into a consistent sleep schedule. So try to go to sleep about the same time every night. Get the blue lights out of the bedroom, meaning your phone or computers, even the readers like the Kindles or Nooks, I think they're called. Those affect our sleep hormones. Our brain basically interprets that light as it's time to be awake. So that produces or stops the production of our sleep hormones. So get those out of the room probably about half an hour before you want to go to sleep at the least, and then make sure lights are out about 8 hours before you want to wake up the next morning. So again, make it consistent. It doesn't have to be the same time that you go to sleep every single night, but probably within, like a half hour. So go to sleep between 9:30 to 10 or 10:30 to 11, somewhere around there. The second tip is to balance your blood sugar. So sleep and blood sugar, it's kind of a vicious cycle. One affects the other. So when we are eating kind of the wrong foods, we're eating processed foods and a lot of grains and a lot of sugar, that creates the blood sugar wave that our body kind of gets used to throughout the day. And then when we're not getting any of it during sleep, our body just has a hard time adjusting to that, which can affect our sleep. And then if we're not getting enough sleep, that can over time increase our blood sugar. So how to stabilize and balance your blood sugar throughout the day is make sure that you're getting a good amount of clean protein at every single meal. Make sure that you're getting healthy fats at every single meal. Healthy fats are fabulous at helping us balance our blood sugar. So some healthy fats are, coconut oil, avocados and avocado oil, um, olive oil, nuts and seeds, grass-fed butter and ghee. Some dairy can be considered a healthy fat. Make sure you're getting some of that at every meal. And then, of course, like I said, these processed foods and sugary foods and drinks that we're consuming throughout the day definitely have a negative effect on our blood sugar. So eat less of those. Something I really like to use that has helped me with just so many different aspects of my health over the years is magnesium. So magnesium is something that helps us with over 300 of our basic bodily functions, one of them being sleep. Taking magnesium really helped me reduce how many headaches I have. And so, we can find magnesium. Another thing, most of us are severely magnesium deficient. So really something to take into consideration. Of course, the best source of magnesium is from food. So dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are really good sources of magnesium, as are some nuts and seeds. I really like to use Epsom salt. So if you take baths or if your kids take baths, just throw some Epsom salt in there, and which contains magnesium, and then our body absorbs it that way. My favorite other way to get magnesium is through a spray-on magnesium supplement, which is called Ease Magnesium Supplement, and I will link to that. Some magnesium sprays I've tried produce kind of a tingly, itchy, almost burning sensation, and Ease Magnesium Spray does not do that. I've also read that our body actually absorbs the magnesium from the spray better than from a capsule type of supplement. So again, I will link to that. And before you start using any supplement, of course, make sure that you're checking with your healthcare provider, your primary care physician, before adding anything in. Um, Caffeine and sugar. So, again, this is kind of a vicious cycle because we're not getting enough sleep. So we're consuming a lot of caffeine and sugar to get through the day, but then we're so hyped up on caffeine and sugar that we're then having a hard time sleeping, and it just goes on and on and on. So make sure that if you are consuming caffeine, you're not consuming it in the afternoon. So I would say cut it off at around noontime. And then sugar, we really should be reducing how much sugar we're taking in anyways. So if you are an adult woman, make sure you're consuming less than 25 grams of sugar in a day. If you're an adult man, make sure you're consuming less than 36 grams of sugar in a day, and no sugar like dinner time and on. So if you're used to having dessert after dinner, cut that out because you're having sugar so close to bedtime. Of course, it's going to affect your sleep. And I do have resources on my website. If you find yourself having sugar cravings, I have a Kick Your Sugar Habit free guide. So just head on over to hippydippymom.com and search under the free resources. I'll link to it as well. And the last tip is to have a relaxing bedtime routine. We're so stressed out throughout the day. A lot of us take that stress to bed with us, and our minds just go, 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 go. They never turn off, which of course makes it really hard to go to sleep. So make your bedroom this really like relaxing, safe, kind of like a sanctuary, if you will, where you just walk in and it's like, oh, you're letting everything go. The stress stays at the door. Again, with the blue light, take that out of the room at least 30 minutes before you want to go to sleep. Make it, declutter your room, make it just comfortable and something that you really enjoy. So decorate it how you really enjoy it. Diffuse essential oils is another tip. You can use essential oils. Of course, lavender is infamous for helping us relax. One of my favorite essential oils to help calm and get ready for a good sleep is vetiver. So I do have a blog post up with all these tips, and then there's also a DIY recipe for some calming bath salts at the bottom of the post. So I will link to that blog post as well. And if you find that you still are just not having enough energy throughout the day, maybe your mood is affected, you have mood swings, or you're irritable, I have a free guide with amazing tips in it to help you boost your mood, your memory, and your energy. So I will link to that as well. That's it for my tips to help you sleep better tonight. Let me know if your sleep has been affected recently, if that's affecting your days. You can DM me with that information at hippydippymom on Instagram. And remember, as we know better, we do better. Take care.